go a bit deeper into the medals at the end as well. Not in the medals, but how the final scoring works. So what we're doing now is we're trying to sync the final block of Ocean City. We already started the process. Well, if you don't stop complaining and start running, yeah, exactly, push him. Push him, kick him in the butt. He's been complaining this whole time. Oh, we're friends again. I'm thinking we're going to go into the releasing. So the whole dismemberment, disassembly cutscene is gonna play. Yeah, we're using the LST to escape. This time we don't, unlike in the Emma's version, we don't have to worry about the civilians escaping because they've already been evacuated. We just need to get out. By the way, Alexandros, Falsting, hi there. I was kind of in the middle of fighting. I completely missed your messages there. And that's it. Of course, it's not that simple. There is one more fight. And you might wonder, well, what is Lukav gonna fight in? Because we destroyed his boss wanzer like 3 missions ago. He has a new one. And it's kind of weird that this is a shorter version. And this one has a bigger wanzer at the end. we're kind of stuck. And there goes Lukav in his brand new Wanzer. Not sure if he has 2 heavy machine guns or 2 cannons and 2 missile blocks. I think it's 2 machine guns, but he will be using missiles. So self-righteous. Bullheads. Yeah, I think that another swear word was supposed to be in there. Oh, I think we touched a nerve there. In a way, I think that's true. I think that Lukav was actually a failure. It's just that his madness manifested differently than anybody else. I think there was a bit of a translation problem there. Okay, I'm gonna use Miho. I think most of them are machine gunners, but there are a melee or 2 in there as well. The only missiler is Lukav himself. How many of them are there? A lot. So this is the final fight. We have a melee, another melee, and so 3 melees and 3 machine guns. Wonderful. Left arm. Shielded, anti-F, anti-piercing. Arm smash, perfect. One of them is harmless. One melee is harmless. I would not want to get her up front, so I'm gonna put this off for 1 turn. 48%. Perfect, that's a miss. Yeah, aim for Kazuki, aim body. Avoid 80, perfect. Attack nullified. Even better. First one can't attack anything. This one's running away. This one's going for it. And he missed. Perfect. I'm gonna play around. Wrong arm. Good, 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 good. Can I move you away? I can. It's anti-F. This guy's shielded. Come on, do it on the left arm. Left arm. Ah, body. Yay! Ooh. Well, that was painful for him. This might hit. Nope, it's a miss. Perfect. I'm definitely staying on this tile. The RNG on this tile is good. Yeah, definitely staying on this tile. We're gonna do a bit of RNG manipulation. RNG on this tile is good. We're gonna stay on this tile. Yay. He's running away. It's fine with me. He surrendered. And now the melee guys can't get through to me. Blackout. Nice. Not really useful here, but that's okay. Blackout eliminates enemy skills. I might as well put it in. So they can't activate their skills on their turn. That's another miss. Got a Love Hashun, and that tile is good. Aim body. Yay! So for those who don't know, a computer isn't actually able to be completely random. The way that the computer is random is it decides what's going to happen based on various factors happening there. It also uses things like internal clock and stuff like that in order to make something... Ooh, there, I finally got hit. To make something appear, well, it's not appearing random, it is random because you don't know what's gonna happen, but the computer knows. Think about it, a computer is a computer. It doesn't have variables. It knows what's gonna happen. So in a game like this, depending on which tile you are on, you have a different RNG seed, and that seed determines what's gonna happen. There are plenty of ways to manipulate RNG. People who play Pokemon discovered many ways to manipulate RNG. Counting steps is, I think, one of the most common ones. surrendered. I think that's almost all of the melees. No, that is all of the melees, because the last one has its arm blown off. Oh, look. Thank you for coming closer. Yeah, this is the final mission. Not you. You. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, this is the final mission because Alisa's story doesn't have an extra bonus mission at the end. I don't wanna waste a missile. There we go, melee is out of the picture. That leaves the 3 machine gunners. Thing is, when finally when he runs out of missiles, he's gonna start firing his machine gun at me. I only got hit by a melee once, and that drained my legs to 50%. These guys hurt. This guy is dead. Leaves 2 machine gunners. I'll skip a turn with you. Let's see if I can... No, he'll still have enough AP to counterattack with the shield. I don't want to waste a missile on a shield. I think that's the last one in one of his launchers. He's firing the second launcher from the next turn. Oh, he decided to come forward. He can't attack though because he's melee. Oh, he got ejected. Oh, that's such a shame. He got ejected. He's having a very bad day. Donk. He still has enough AP to block, right? Nope, he doesn't. Perfect. I wonder if I'll be able to win this before he runs out of missiles. Probably not. Ouch. 100 damage from a hard blow. He can't defend anymore. Enemy evade null. Not gonna use it. Oh. Press the button too quickly. That's the wrong person. Oh, look, it hit. Ouch. And I think I'm... No, it's on the right arm. My... the beam gun is on the right arm, so it's fine. Missed. Perfect. Oh, didn't you look at the FMV? We're fighting on a giant scrap pile because we're trying to escape and well, the LST that we boarded kind of sunk into the floor. Okay, you need to reload. This is gonna hit as well. Went to the body. I think I'm gonna fix Ryogo if I have any items. I have 2 repair maxes. I don't want to take any chances. Even if one of them dies, I can still win. I just don't want to take any chances with this. Because those missiles still hurt. And he has 2500 HP. He's gonna start losing that HP very quickly now. Oh, a ton of HP is gonna be lost now. It's gonna hit for the leg. We can't miss him, he's just too big. I think I'm gonna be able to one-cycle him. Well, if she gets rope up 3... No, she didn't. We almost were able to one-cycle him. There we go. It's probably gonna go to the leg, knowing my luck. Nope. That's actually a dead guy. There we go. Lukav defeated. So I didn't talk about how this scoring works. So enemies eliminated is self-explanatory. There are a certain amount of enemies on the map that need to be killed. On some maps you have enemies that you can leave behind. So for every extra enemy that you kill that you didn't have to kill, that's an extra 1%. Total number of attacks, it's 1%. No, it's is it? I think it's 1% for every extra attack from the average which was supposed to be given for that mission. Average damage, this is kind of weird. Average damage both given and received. So you want to keep this within a certain level. And then you have average weapon level. That's your weapon proficiency, and this in particular is preventing you from grinding. Because if you grind, you're gonna get your average weapon level, your proficiency, way up. And if it's way up from what it's supposed to be, you're gonna lose percentage here. And number of turns, again, self-explanatory. I think it's 1% for every extra turn you took from what you were expected to get a platinum. Up to from 90% to 100 plus is platinum. From 90 to 75, I think it's gold. 75 to 40 is silver, and anything under that is bronze, I think. I don't know it by heart, but that's how it works. So if you want to go for platinums, platinum medals, you have to prepare in advance, and I'm gonna go about go about that in just a moment. I'm not gonna be taking these. Well, Vic, the thing is, he did have a super laser on his last boss, Wanzer. But because of how many enemies there are, if he also had a laser among all of those things, it would be a lot more difficult, maybe even impossible. At least it would be possible to platinum it. But even if he had a super laser, it's you know, it's a weapon that uses 15 AP for shot, and the way that it works for the enemies is that you can usually use it only once every 2 turns. It works this way for me as well. I can use it for 2 turns because I have enough AP, and then I can't use it for a turn. What would have made him really difficult is if he had a grenade launcher. But because the map is so small, they probably didn't want to give him a grenade launcher. And I'm grateful for that, because grenade launchers are problematic. In Front Mission 4, both grenade and rocket artillery launchers are very problematic. By the way, just because we defeated him, it doesn't mean that he's actually finished, but we're not actually gonna fight him anymore. You're gonna see what I mean in just a moment. Also, Vic, it doesn't matter what weapon the enemy has, if it's a boss or not. They can always just use one weapon a turn. But because he's so big, he can't get closer to fire those machine guns at me. Those machine guns he had could rip me apart. Well, that is a large Wanzer who that just hopped on the deck. Apparently, so he says, if you upset the balance, it's gonna sink. So it jumping on the deck didn't upset the balance enough to sink it, but if you fight him on the deck, that is going to upset the balance enough to sink it. Well done. So somehow this isn't upsetting the balance. I'll take it down. So finally he has emotions. His Wanzer is bigger than than he was a moment ago. Or at least it seems that way. You lost to me 3 times in this scenario. You lost twice in the other one. Yeah, now his mind snapped. He is a failure. That's kind of an overkill, and somehow Kazuki is still alive from all of that. And this is where Emma snaps back. That's an amazing LFC design. Even that wasn't enough to sink it. Is everyone? You're the one who got shot to pieces. By turning the wheel to the left. Well done. So yeah, in this version of the story, everything is very clearly resolved and everybody is left alive. Everybody survived. Emma survived and Isao survived, Kazuki's father. So all of the, well, of course, all the allies we had in the previous version, they're all dead because we killed them. But all of the allies we have in this version, including all of the main protagonists, all survive. And the world has a very clear explanation. And the reporter Yuichi Kiryu is the one that we promised an interview to when we escaped Japan initially. Now there is going to be an epilogue. Yeah, everything was destroyed. Half of Ocean City has been destroyed. I mean, they can stop production. Everybody who knew how to make it, except for these two, is dead. It's not like they can make it with. They're not gonna help. That's the difference between the two versions, I suppose, because in the other version, Midas' plans were completely lost, but here, apparently they can still keep making it. Sakura. And this is the good ending. Emma gets her family finally.
Итак, план выполнен.
Еще бы, 100 раз пересматривали.
Но результат хороший. Обезврежена измена бала, овладели данными психического контроля над мнимым числом.
Но получить Мидас не удалось.
Решим и эту проблему. Подождем, пока дети подрастут.
Бюджетные средства для этого нужно искать. Тяжелая работа.
На вас вся надежда, премьер-министр.
And that's Front Mission 3. We've played both campaigns now. The only thing I didn't do in the entire campaign is I didn't do the network side quests to get the 7-slot computer, which I really don't care about. I got a secret wanzer both times, and We got all of the missions. Unfortunately, I couldn't go for all of the characters because they are one eliminates the other, but essentially if you didn't go for Jose, then you would get Lee and vice versa. I don't even know if there are any other characters you can get. I think that's all of them. I love this game. I think Front Mission 3 is the best in the franchise. Not because of the story itself, but because of the sheer amount of content that this game has. Think about it, this game came on a PlayStation, on a single CD for a PlayStation 1. There is a total of 100 missions, that's 100 maps, with an obscene amount of detail modeled into them. With custom textures, with custom elements, all done beautifully. This one also has the most flexible battle engine that any of the Front Mission had. I think this is the point where the Front Mission battle system was most refined. You could go for various builds, but you were rewarded more for building it in a specific way. All of the weapons, the proficiency levels, the way that you get skills is much better than it was in previous games. The level of detail overall is top-notch. And not only that, never again in Front Mission did we get these little things like being able to eject a pilot outside of the Wanzer and then take it, or eject a pilot from a tank or a helicopter and take control of it. That never again happens in Front Mission. This is the only game where that was a thing. All of this made this game special to me, and it still does. After Front Mission 3, they tried to combine previous Front Missions with new ones. Essentially, they wanted to bring back some of the elements from Front Mission 1 and 2 and combine it with 3. I think it worked fine, but you will see when I start Front Mission 4 that some of the things are just so generic. Like all of the tanks are very generic. Here, that's the thing. In Front Mission 3, every single army, you knew what you were gonna face because every single army had specific Wanzers that they were using. It had specific weapons that they were using. It had specific vehicles that they were using, and they were all modeled differently. Philippine tanks were different than the Hanzong tanks. That doesn't happen in future Front Missions anymore. You have just a generic helicopter, just a generic tank, just a generic APC, and so on. The attention to detail, one point I keep stressing, the attention to detail in Front Mission 3 has never been repeated. It has never been brought to this level again. It has never been employed in gameplay as well as it was here in Front Mission 3, which is a shame. And while I love Front Mission 4 and I love Front Mission 5, and both of them brought some new additions and some very cool details, I think that a lot of things were lost. A lot of things just were not transferred over that should have. And then that's a shame. Because the scale of this game is absolutely amazing. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they managed to how did they manage to fit 100 custom 3D modeled maps for 100 missions onto a single city, plus all of the Wanzers, plus all of the weapons, plus all of the enemy Wanzers and vehicles. Think about all of that. They did 3D models and textures and animations for different modeled vehicles. They could have done a palette swap. And back then nobody would bat an eye. Everybody did palette swaps. Final Fantasy VII did a palette swap. Like half of the enemies in Final Fantasy VII are just the same enemies repeated with a different color. But they didn't go for it here. Every single army, every single nation, every single side had custom wanzers, custom vehicles, custom schemes, custom weapons.